Good morning. It is morning time and it is February 1st, so I thought it might be a fun day to record another morning brew with Blah and to update you a little bit on how my goals have been going over the past month. For a lot of people, January is like a practice month and many start in earnest for their new year on February 1st. So as a little bit of motivation, I'm going to share with you how successful my January has been. Even I'm honestly surprised. So let me grab a cup and stick on the kettle. I shared with you in my first video of the year my goals for 2020 and how I was successfully going to tackle them because 2019 had been so good to me. If I'm honest, even when I set my big goal, and for those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about, I'll link that video and that blog post for you if you want to catch up. But for those who are just interested in what I've been doing and how I've been getting on, my single biggest goal for 2020 is to lose weight. For me, a significant amount of weight, a total of 4 stone. I have a target that I want to get to, and at the start of the year, I was 4 stone from that target. I joined Slimming World on the 8th of January, and my last weigh-in for January was the 27th. So what is that? 19 days of the program, shall we say. Even I'm a little shocked as to how I did. Setting goals can be really difficult. I've talked about this before, and I've talked about the very many ways over the years that I have experimented with achieving my goals, and I really feel over the last 3 or so years, for me, I've cracked it. Especially with this, having one main single goal for the year and focusing on that almost exclusively, even though I would have other goals and things I hope to achieve, but happy to forgo those in benefit of this single goal. So, like I said a few short clips ago, my big goal for 2020 is to lose weight. I do not plan on getting pregnant for the next couple of years. I would love to hopefully have another baby, but my body has been through 3 pregnancies in 2 years, and I think anybody would agree that that's a great deal of stress, not only mentally but also physically, and I just need a break from that. Hopefully we will be fortunate enough to have another child. If Indiana is our last, then he is our last. But for now, my focus is on me, my health, and getting as healthy as I possibly can. And I am starting with the weight. Like I mentioned, for me, it's a big goal of 4 stone. Like, that seems like a huge amount. I am very determined though. To be honest with you, even I'm a little shocked. I joined, as I said, on the 8th of January, which is a little over 3.5 weeks ago. In my first week, I got my half stone award. I actually lost 7.5 pounds. I was elated. It was such a big amount of weight to lose in 1 week. I never imagined it. I suppose you kind of like, you know, sillily or wishfully hope for such a weight loss, but 7.5 pounds in 1 week was phenomenal. In my second week, I did really, really well as well. I lost 4.5 pounds and I got slimmer of the week that week, which means for that week, with a member with a loss the previous week, I lost the most. So the most lost in my group of Slimming World in that week was 4.5 pounds. In my third week, I had a dream. So I did. My dream, my hope, my goal was to get my 1 stone, which is ridiculous, to lose a stone in 3 weeks. And I actually lost a little bit more than a stone. In total, in 3 weeks, I lost 15.5 pounds. Like, so much weight that for January, I got slimmer of the month in my group. Like, to lose the weight alone was a big, big dream, goal, achievement, whatever you want to call it. But to actually do the best in my group for that month was just the icing on the cake. There are a terrific group of people in my Slimming World group. Amazing. My consultant, I would follow her anywhere. I have been going to her classes since April 2017. She's amazing. And she is really great at motivating. And the reason I'm sharing these achievements with you is, as I mentioned, today is the 1st of February, and a lot of people will be considering maybe starting something. Doesn't have to be a weight loss goal. It can be any kind of goal. It can be anything at all. It could be maybe decluttering your hot press, whatever it is. My reason for sharing my success is, well, one, I want to brag a little because I'll be real, I worked for this. This was not easy. I sacrificed. I didn't have things that I really wanted to have. Now, when I say that I really wanted to have, like, I'm talking silly things like 3 bottles of wine and a large cake and all of those things. My son's christening happened at the end of the month on the 25th. It was an amazing day. There was temptation at every turn. I did enjoy myself. I did have the big fancy dinner. I did have some of his christening cake and some of the goodies that sort of I planned and ordered for the day. But I planned for them. I sort of saved up they're called Sins in Slimming World for anybody who might not be familiar with it. I saved those up and I still achieved 15.5 pounds. I even had some champagne to celebrate. So I did indulge, but I didn't overindulge, and that for me was the biggest change. As opposed to just, you know, a half glass of champagne, I probably would have had the bottle. As opposed to 2 slices of cake, I probably would have eaten the cake. You know, those are the changes I have made, which have been a challenge for me. They may not be for another person, but just what I'm saying is to inspire anybody who's considering any sort of goal or change or new thing in their life. If I can achieve a quarter of my big goal for the year actually not even a month, in 3 weeks, what could you achieve if you started today? If you've got a big goal or something you're thinking about and you're not sure, share it in the comments below. Email me, message me privately if you want a little bit of encouragement. I am so here for you, definitely, because sometimes you need the right frame of mind. Sometimes you just need to fall on the right goal for you. Sometimes you just need a kick in the arse. If you don't start today, you'll never achieve it. It's February 1st. Today is as good a day as any to make that change or to begin that journey. Gosh, that sounds very sort of preachy. Honestly, I'm just so happy, especially the last couple of days since I got my big award. I have not been feeling great. I definitely have a cold that is persistently trying to come on me, and when you're sick and you have to take, you know, Lemsips and Strepsils and cough bottles and all those, they unfortunately either have to be sinned or you put on weight. And I'm one of those people who unfortunately puts on weight when they're sick. So I'm not, you know, reveling in this right now, but that is not going to stop me at all. So, sorry, really need the coffee too. I've got to go grocery shopping now and I hate grocery shopping. I just want to wish everybody the best of luck. Happy St. Bridget's Day for those in Ireland. I hope your home and your hearth is blessed. And for those who perhaps, like me, consider this the first of spring, I know I'm a minority, but hey, that's how I learned it in school. It's forever going to be the first of spring for me. I'm so excited for this spring in our steps, and hopefully this spring in your new goals too. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this wasn't too preachy, and I would love to know what your goals are, or if you're thinking of any for the coming month, the coming day, the coming week, the coming year. You don't know where you could be in 3 weeks' time. Just think of that.